1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says Pakistan stands ready to work closely with China for realizing the shared vision of connectivity, prosperity and public well-being. President has called on international community to take notice of the rising Islamophobia and polarization in Indian society. The United States has assured full support to Pakistan in combating the menace of drug trafficking and its use. At the United Nations, Pakistan has objected over selectivity in the condemnation of human rights violations. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian forces have unleashed a new wave of terror in the territory in the name of security for Hindu pilgrims of Amarnath Yatra. A 3-day Shandur Polo Festival begins in Chitral tomorrow. Now the news in detail. Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif says Pakistan stands ready to work closely with China for realizing the shared vision of connectivity, prosperity and public well-being. This he stated during a meeting with member of the Politburo of the Communist Party of China Central Committee and director of its Foreign Affairs Commission, Yang Jiechi, in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister said Pakistan will continue to support Chinese investors with competitive incentives, access to high-quality infrastructure and unwavering security arrangements. Shahbaz Sharif reaffirmed the government's resolve to accelerate the pace and complete CPEC projects at the earliest. The Prime Minister also underscored the high importance Pakistan attaches to the strategic ML1 and other key projects, including Karachi Circular Railways, Babusar Tunnel and desalinization plant in Karachi. He reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to enhance measures for safety, security and protection of the Chinese nationals, projects and institutions in the country. Exchanging views on international issues of mutual interest, Shahbaz Sharif highlighted the adverse impact of India's unabated repression and gross violations of human rights in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. He thanked China for its principled stance and steadfast support on the Jammu and Kashmir dispute. President Pakistan People's Party parliamentarians Asif Ali Zardari and Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari called on Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif in Islamabad today. Interior Minister Rana Sanaullah, Minister for Economic Affairs Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, Minister for Railways and Aviation Khwaja Saad Rafiq and PMLN leader Malik Ahmed Khan were also present on the occasion. The meeting discussed overall political situation in the country. The Lahore High Court has ordered recounting of votes for the election of Chief Minister Punjab after exclusion of votes of 25 dissident PTI members. Speaking at a news conference in Lahore today, PMLN leader Atta Tarar said the court has instructed that during the recounting, if the required majority could not be attained by any candidate, then runoff election will be conducted. Atta Tarar said Hamza Shahbaz is still Punjab's Chief Minister and we have a simple majority of 177 votes in the House, while the opposition has 168 members. He said the court did not annul the previous decision, nor did it order the fresh elections. Atta Tarar said the Punjab governor has been directed by the court to summon the Punjab Assembly session tomorrow evening. The AGK Legislative Assembly in Muzaffarabad today passed budget for the fiscal year 2022-23 amounting to over 163 billion rupees. All 32 demands for grants were approved with majority one by one. The House also approved revised estimates of the fiscal year 2021-22. Addressing on the occasion, Leader of the House Sardar Tanveer Ilyas congratulated members on passing the budget and said the government will adopt austerity measures. President Dr. Arif Alvi has expressed the need for the expeditious signing of the mutually agreed upon free trade agreement between Pakistan and Switzerland. He was talking to the outgoing ambassador of Switzerland in Pakistan, Benedict D. Serjet, who paid a farewell call on him in Islamabad today. He said FTA would provide a formal framework for enhanced and speedy cooperation in the fields of trade, economy, and commerce. The president said the world community should take serious notice of the rising Islamophobia and polarization in Indian society. The president said that Pakistan could benefit from the Swiss experience in technical education and training in the tourism and hospitality sectors. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. Minister for Narcotics Control Nawabzada Shahzain Bukti has appreciated the U.S. efforts in curbing the production and smuggling of narcotics in the region. He was talking to a delegation led by Todd D. Robinson, Assistant Secretary for International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs of U.S. Department of State, along with the U.S. Ambassador to Pakistan, Donald Bloom, in Islamabad today. The minister said that even with meager resources and limited manpower, Pakistan is effectively controlling smuggling of narcotics on its western borders. He said there is a dire need for advanced surveillance technologies like drones and other vehicles to overcome powerful drug networks. The U.S. Assistant Secretary assured full support to Pakistan in combating the menace of drug trafficking and its use. At the United Nations, Pakistan has objected over selectivity in the condemnation of human rights violations. Participating in a debate, the acting permanent representative of Pakistan to the UN, Amir Khan, called for a review of the current approach to advancing international peace and security. He said there is an element of selectivity when it comes to the condemnation of violation of human rights. Amir Khan called for addressing the root causes of conflicts and disputes, especially a conflict between nuclear-armed states. He said the Security Council must utilize its primary authority under the Charter to secure the just and peaceful settlement of conflicts and disputes in accordance with its own resolutions. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops, paramilitary forces, police and dreaded National Investigation Agency have unleashed a new wave of terror in the territory in the name of security for Hindu pilgrims of Amarnath Yatra that commenced in the territory today. According to Kashmir Media Service, the forces are conducting house raids, crackdowns and search operations, particularly in South Kashmir. Youth are arrested, harassed and ordered to report to army camps and police stations for questioning. Witnesses told the media that the authorities have made heavy deployment of the troops along Srinagar-Jammu highway. No one is allowed to move in the areas. The APHC leadership, while condemning the Indian state terrorism in a statement, urged upon the world community to raise voice against inhuman treatment to Kashmiris by the brutal Indian troops. Russian President Vladimir Putin has said that Moscow would respond if NATO deployed troops and infrastructure to Finland and Sweden after joining the US-led military alliance. He was talking to newsmen during his visit to Turkmenistan capital Ashgabat. It is pertinent to mention that NATO has invited Sweden and Finland to join the alliance. In India, there are reports of at least 62 people who are feared to have died after a massive landslide hit a remote area of None district in Manipur state. According to reports this month, unprecedented rains lashed India's northern eastern states and Bangladesh, killing more than 150 people. A three-day Shandur Polo Festival begins in Chitral tomorrow. According to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Culture and Tourism Authority, all necessary arrangements have been finalized for holding the festival in a befitting manner. Polo teams from Gilgit-Baltistan and Chitral will participate in the festival. Different cultural programs have been arranged in the festival. These include paragliding, food stalls, music night, and folk dances to promote tourism. A special tent village has also been set up to facilitate local and foreign tourists. And finally, the weather report. Partly cloudy weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain with wind and thunder showers is likely in Islamabad, Upper and Central Punjab, Lower Sindh, Eastern Balochistan and Kashmir. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.